excuse, gentlemen. Every one of us wish to have a life without failures. And when it comes to an interview, we all would wish to have been succeeded in the first round, first go. And that is possible with a few techniques and plans which we can do it in everyday life. And this video is all about the techniques and the plans to succeed in the interviews. So how to do that is a drama. Firstly, in all the classes in the college or the schools, the students are divided into three categories. The first benchers, the middle benchers and the last benchers. The first benchers are always hard workers and few smart bookings will be involved. And in the middle benches are always in the race to come to the first bench. And the third benches, that is the last benches, are the most notorious ones, but they are being smart. Do you know why I said this? There is a relation between your interview and these benches. The interview panel which you are going to face are these benches. I mean, they were one of these benches in their past. So never worry about them saying that they are very intelligent, they know everything. No, even they are one of them. So never worry, or just be confident to face them without any fear. Okay, so this is about the interview and the student. And when it is an interview, I would say that it's related to looking for a marriage alliance. So you who's going to face the interview is a girl, and the recruitment panel is the men. That is the boy who's looking to get marry a girl, and the family. And they're going to access you top to bottom. So they're going to scan each and everything because it's arranged, Indian arranged marriage, I would say. And before that, so before the meet between the girl and a boy, there would be something called as the photo. The photo would judge how the girl looked like. So it's very important that the photographer should make sure that the girl will look very beautiful in the photo. And that in this case, it's your resume. So your resume should be so beautiful. It should be very crisp and short, and it should impress the HR. And if you have any queries, you can just inbox a comment you can comment whatever you want to, like how to make a resume, and I will talk to you about that in the next video. So your resume should be very short and crisp. And the next one is the recruitment panel will not know that how you are, what you are. So just pretend as if you're very confident, born with self-esteem, and you're with can-do attitude. You have to show this throughout your interview. This is the first phase. So regardless of the size of the company, either it should be the small size or the big size, there will be three rounds. That is, first is aptitude, second is the technical, and third is the HR. And this would be divided into different segments based on the company's norm. Okay, the first one is aptitude, which will test your skills to do something. Okay, in our case, it is a written test which would involve the logical thinking and your English. Everything will be accessed. So I would recommend a book called R.S. Agarwal. From then till now, that's the book which is standing at the first place. So I would recommend you to read that, and that is really helpful. The first bench is what they do is, as soon as they get into a bachelor degree or the professional courses after year 12, they start reading or doing solving the problems, and that is why they are very, I would say, they are a prudent planners. And the next one comes with the second benches or middle benches. What they do is they just postpone it, and which makes them to struggle. And the last benches, sometimes they are very good at logical thinking, which will help them to succeed in their first round. That is the aptitude. Second is the technical. The technical test is assessed based on your project which you did it in your academic, and the technical skills like the subject what you studied or marked up or whatever you have done. That is done in the technical one. And the third one is HR. The HR job is to kick you out or to recruit you. Or what he will do is he'll just judge you as a person, what you are, how positive you are, and what you can do to the company, how can you contribute to the company, and whether you are a positive or a negative thinker. So all this will be assessed by the HR. So you have to be very smart in all the phases. all what I could say, yeah, the course, it doesn't matter, it's a biology, sorry, the bachelor degree or the professional degree, it's designed in such a form that you have to use all your potential during your academic, and it is giving an opportunity for you to succeed in your workplace. So for instance, we all have, every year there is a cultural programs held, and in the cultural program your involvement is very important. There's a position for cultural coordinator, and your participation is so important. If you are really very passive there, then you're missing something. So you make sure that you participate in each of the event. So let me tell you why. When you participate in a stage performance, you are becoming close to the crowd. Your fearness for the crowd is gone there, and you become your organization skill is improved, and your negativity is gone, and your stage fearness is gone. So, and it also help you to build a team. So teamwork you will learn there. And apart from that, there is an opportunity for the paper presentation. So in the paper presentation, your technical skills are really becoming very well and enriched, and not only that, you use your potential to explain what you have learned. So never miss such seminars. If you get an opportunity to attend a seminar or any sort of presentation, scientific presentations, or in economic or whatever it is, in whichever education course you are doing it, better attend. Participation is very important. Doesn't matter if you lose or gain in it. So whatever, you just participate and get whatever you wanted. Apart from that, these are the segments of interviews where you will be assessed, and just familiarizing yourself with how the process is. So if you are a first year or second year studying students, start from now. Every day start doing some sort of aptitude test. Doesn't matter which book you refer, but do it. And here the point to be mentioned is, never use internet to study aptitude tests. You know why? What happened is, when you go and search for a material there, you keep on searching, and then your mind diversion goes so bad that you log into Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, wherever you want. You will just go in and you will lose your time. So what I would recommend is, just try to print the materials and try to solve the problems with using hard copy. That would help you in a lot. Apart from that, yeah, coming to the end. So in short, I would just tell you whatever we have to do is, the first thing is, you have to be very positive. The eye contact between you as a student and the recruitment panel. The recruitment panel would consist of 5 to 10 people. Your eye contact should be to each people, very positively and with confidence. Never mind if you're scared or if you're anything. Just pretend as if you're very bold and very strong, and when it comes to the HR round, just be humble, because they will try to, sometimes recruitment panel will be very good, sometimes if they don't like you, they would try to chuck you out. Never mind, just be humble and try to impress them with some sort of sense of humor if you have, or just the positivity and very confident. Show them with a pleasant smile is very, very important. That would impress them. And coming to the second technical ones, even though if you are not able to answer all the questions, attempt. Try to attempt all the questions mentioned and whatever they are asking you. Apart from that, so whenever you are done everything, in case if you are not able to succeed in your first interview, never mind. There's another door open for you all the time. But make sure you ask for the feedback. If you don't ask for the feedback, you will never know your mistakes. If you know the mistakes, then definitely you will succeed it, and that will help you. Now, here I just want to mention you something which I experienced in my life. I did, a few years back, I did attend an interview. That was my first interview after my graduation. It was to a big MNC. I was not technically sound. And when I went there, I could see hundreds of applicants sitting here and there. There I met a guy. His name was Harish. He came to a different state, different place, because he wants to land in a job. And as soon as I gave a pleasant smile, I don't know, I felt like smiling, and I gave a smile to him. And he did respond. The second question he asked me is, Ninga Tamilya. When he asked me that, I said I can speak in Tamil. And then we had a good conversation. And then they called us for the first round. Luckily, for the first time, I cleared my first round, and he did too. Technical, second was the technical one. So in the technical, I wasn't sure because I was not really prepared. But that guy, he was looking very sad. When I asked him, he said, don't be sad because we have cleared it, you should be happy, you should celebrate it, I said. The guy, he responded with a very, very low voice that I don't think I'll be getting into the technical one. I asked why. He said, because my English is not good. I said, English is not a thing to be judged, so don't worry, it's just a language. But you know what he said? He said that I'm technically very strong, but to interpret into English, I struggle. So English is very, very important. It doesn't matter which mother tongue, what you speak at home. When you want to land in a job, if you are in a professional courses, then definitely you need to have English. So I'm not just encouraging you to speak in English, but make sure at least you speak to get into the doors of the company. I don't know what happened to him. Unfortunately, I didn't clear my second round because I wasn't technically strong. He failed because his communication skill wasn't good. So you can weigh who would have lost more. I didn't feel much because it was my mistake, but the guy who know everything, he failed. It's because of the communication skill. So even though if you're not good technically or anything, if you're good in communication skill, that will help you. And the last thing is, if you haven't succeeded in many of the interviews, I would say be patient. Patience is very important, and don't ever think that you have to work for your profession, what you have studied. No, that's a very, very bad attitude which we Indians, everybody has got. And everybody says that if I go for the other field, if I work for the other field, people might not recruit me. No, that's wrong. What if you do in the meantime, prepare yourself, check where you're lagging, and then go to work, whichever job you want to go, do it. Doesn't matter if it's an odd job or the white collar jobs, but do it time being. And in the next interview, if the HR or the technical manager will be really impressed for your change. So make sure that you don't waste your time, do your best, and keep rocking. And thanks for watching Excuse Gentleman. And one more thing, see, if one company rejects me, it's maybe his mistake. But if many company rejects me, it's my mistake. I have to know my problem. So never forget to ask the feedback. Thanks for watching Excuse Gentleman, and keep updated for the next video. See you.